Trash to Cash podcast, episode 208 or 9. How's it going?
Why
I'm
are we
Dave.
still
With me,
doing this?
as
That's
always,
a good question. That's actually a
is
solid
Carrie,
question.
And Kevin is finally wearing exactly what he
dude,
should be wearing at his age. He
look at
gets a
this.
little nippy.
A shawl?
You know, he's a little chilly.
Tiny
He's got a
square
shawl
shawl?
on. Yeah.
I had this.
Yeah.
I was going to sell it on Dibdib. I'm like,
He's
I'm not
making
selling
under
it.
that, guys. He's
No, that's his
completely
new.
under
That's his
that.
new personality.
I'm
It's
Scottish.
yeah.
That's
It's yeah.
Heather
What
has
is it?
filed an official complaint that he keeps wearing it around and bending over and picking stuff up. She wanted us to
Did they
confront
have
you
these
in
in
love on
Mexico,
that, Kevin.
Carrie?
Oh yeah, they did. Yeah, they had those for sure. You're like Mrs. Doubtfire on here. Are you getting a divorce? Is there something we need to know about?
Not yet.
Yes,
not
yes.
yet. Oh,
Well,
my
so
goodness.
Carrie, what happened? You're late. Let's
No, I'm
dive into
always
that
late.
first.
I'm always
Was there a
late.
specific event?
No, this is not a. This is a good time for a podcast for you two. It's not a good time for me. This is right about when
Hey,
I get up.
But you
so
performed
I was running late.
last week. The people loved you in the comments.
Yeah,
Yeah, they'll see. I'm bringing what the people want, which is serious reselling talk.
This is the
Yes.
best trash to cash ever, says Piper.
It's because we talked about. I think we talked about deep dive. We went all PPP. What was it? The Profit
I think it was
Playbooks
poo, poo,
Players
poo.
Podcast
We
or
went
whatever.
poo, poo.
We went seriously. We almost talked about Krylov. That's how good it got.
We got time.
The AI stuff is getting worse and more scarier. Not
you
ChatGPT, but like the Jake Paul.
You need to
Logan
watch what
Paul
you say
stuff,
though,
whatever it
because
is.
they're going to be able to decipher. They're going to search through our podcast to see if we're one that they keep around.
Did
We
you
need
s-
okay. So here's what we need, Kevin. We need a way to indicate we actually made the video. Maybe we have like a secret code word at the beginning of each video, but then they're gonna figure it out. So how do we combat this?
Did you see Nashville Flippers? He sent me a text message the other day, Nashville Flipper and Ray, and he's like, "You're cooked. You're done." It's like, we talk about it. And he sends me these videos, totally AI generated garage sale interaction videos, 100%.
Did you see Ronald Reagan ordering KFC? And then there's like they had Tupac at the bins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I feel
so
like quite literally, this is what is the word? Copyright infringement, right? You can't just use people's identity.
well, yeah.
I think we're in the
Like
Wild
legally.
West, like I said.
Well, you can't, but I bet you it's going to take a little while before those people,
Like,
you know,
if I can't
get
play
caught.
6 seconds of Devil Went Down to Georgia, how long is it really going to take before the AI detection stuff kicks in and copyright claims all this crap?
Didn't you do a video? Didn't we do a thumbnail like the reaction to the reaction to the reaction? We had two people, well-known people, and you put their images on there. What? I mean, you can't use people's images. I mean, there's got to be.
Well, no, I think impersonating, like stealing someone's whole personality
be
and
legislation
face,
coming.
using their face.
Yeah, I'd be highly offended if someone did a bins video of me and I actually found stuff. I've created.
Literally making like a Commonwealth Flipper video, which you could do.
Yeah.
That would be a violation of your
Well, whatever.
own-
People already take our videos and put. There's a guy making a living off of a lot of resellers. Just posting their shorts. They just
But
pick the
dude,
ones
you
that do
can
really
get-
well and do
listen,
it.
you can get sued for libel just by putting a bad review on a restaurant on Google. So
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you get sued for libel for impersonating someone with AI and making a video.
No,
that's
but this
not
is what you
honestly
do.
something
You
they
just
did.
have AI make a Commonwealth-esque person. You give them a mustache. You give them a mullet.
Yeah, you'd have to make your own.
You make
I
them.
agree.
You make you basically up the folksy and you downplay the whimsy.
I get that, and I think that would be the legal way to do it. But right now, what I'm seeing is illegal. Still. Like it's not like maybe legislated yet, but it will be illegal in a couple of years. Like a lot of what's
Well,
happening right
forget that for a second, because I think there will be legislation. There just will be, because the people, the moneyed interest, the gatekeepers, if you will, the people that already have popularity and whatever, famous actors and whatever, they're not going to put up with it. Plus, their livelihood's in jeopardy, and there's a lot of money that they already have. They're going to come after it. But forget that for a second. How is it being received? A lot of this is novel and fun and funny. But like when Ray put that out, I looked in the comments and there was nothing. It's obviously fake. And first of all, it's amazing, Ray, that anybody knows how to do this stuff. I don't. But I don't think people want to watch a yard sale video, for instance, that they know just isn't an actual thing that took
Well, it's
place.
the same reason I stopped watching Storage Wars. As soon as I knew they were planting good finds, I was like, I'm not
Wait,
watching
wait,
this
wait,
anymore.
wait,
Same
what?
Thing. Yeah, same
What?
thing with Pawn Stars.
Huh?
When
What?
I learned
No.
they were scheduling these people to come
What?
in and giving them stuff to carry in, that's when I
I was
didn't know
told.
that. I didn't know that
I
was
could
the
have
first year
pushed
of these
being on
shows.
that show when I was in Vegas. I told you guys that story, right? There was a guy who was a acquaintance. He's like, I've got something, but I can't go take it in. And he was going to have me go do it, but I didn't pursue it.
I think there's
I don't want to be a
there's
part of that.
obviously a desire for fiction, but there's also a craving for nonfiction, like documentary style, real things that are happening. I
Yeah,
think
and as
there's a
soon as
place
I
for
understand the
both.
difference between the two, I'm on it. Because I get
Fiction is
confused
made
every
up.
time.
I'm taking
Nonfiction
this
is
off,
real.
by the way.
No, leave it on. Commit to
No,
the bit,
you got nothing
Kevin.
under that. Don't do it. Ah, eat nipples.
Oh my gosh, dude! So much
so
hair
many
and
nipples,
so
Kevin.
little hair
Sorry,
at the
come
same
over.
time. It's just the hair is in the wrong spots for our audio
So,
listeners. You're gonna
I
have to come
know
check this out.
We are talking about an interesting topic to resellers, but I really feel like this show should be about elephants.
No.
There was an elephant
We
that
did
died
good
in
with reselling
Colorado.
this week.
Elephant that died in Colorado, I heard on a podcast that used to be in the South Carolina Greenville zoo, and then in Colorado they didn't strap it down on the trailer and it fell off.
What?
It's a big deal. And Joe will get it. It's from Joe's podcast. It's
I'm
from
predicting
Joe,
that
Philly
podcast
Flipper,
is on its last
Philly
leg.
Kicker.
It's on its last leg.
Oh my gosh, that podcast is just them fighting, Carrie. Did you listen? They're just yelling
No.
at each other for an hour and a half. It's crazy.
Actually,
I got my fix. I saw their thumbnail, had no idea what was going on, and then I just I
Reseller
didn't watch.
leftovers is what it's
I
called,
enjoyed
guys.
the
If you
heck
wanna
out
go
of the
watch
first
train
30 minutes
wreck,
of that
it was
podcast.
hilarious.
And then
Oh
I
my
enjoyed the
gosh.
second half for a totally different reason. It was wonderful. Project 187. They're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by Halloween. There you
think
go.
it is.
What's the other one? Locker room. We're in. With the locker room, are we going to get like 8 or 9 weeks straight of them talking about the get together? Is that just what the podcast is going to be every week for like 2 months?
Probably. Listen,
Reselling.
I didn't. Did they talk about it this week?
I just saw a picture. I didn't watch
Okay, I
it.
didn't go to it
I'm
yet.
assuming.
Yeah. I sold
was
40
eating
items
popcorn.
on eBay in the last.
Yeah, what's
24
up?
hours.
So I got to hear about this.
eBay
got
daddy.
curious because I've been selling like crazy, and then Dave pops on and gives. I'm like, daggone, what the heck? I don't get it. So I'm just going to predict. Is it a sympathy buy? Did somebody do a sympathy buy
yeah.
from you?
Yeah.
I think it's
Probably.
many
I'm serious.
sympathy buys, Kevin.
Oh,
Many
okay.
sympathy
Oh,
buys,
so
yes.
you
It's a
you
multitude
promoted.
of
You did this like
sympathy
I got to
buys.
get my store back. Right? You guys got to help me
No,
out.
I
That's
found
what
something
you did,
cool.
isn't it?
I was at a garage sale with Michael M. Deathpire. Pyre. Let's go with Pyre. I like that.
Is this the
And,
Limoges?
I found,
Are we gonna have to hear
no,
about
no, I
Limoges
found
for 4
Betsy
weeks?
No, I found
Oh,
Betsy
nice.
Johnson necklaces. Little
Nice.
necklaces. They're not like fancy or anything. They're just little
Yeah.
animals and stuff, and they sell for like
Perfect for what
$5
you
to
need.
$20 a piece or whatever.
Perfect.
So I just bulk listed them for $9.99 a piece,
There you go.
and I sold like 30 of them. So they're very cute. They've got like animals, little chunky bedazzles and stuff, and they're not anything fancy, but they're just fun costume jewelry. And
So
yeah,
this
I
is
sold like 30 of
actually
them.
that good. This is actually a topic I kind of want to talk about a little bit. So that strategy, I've heard people. I've heard. I think the first person I heard was Kat say something like this. She did this with Beanie Babies way back when. She's like, I'm not looking up all this crap. I'm just put them all out there for the same price. See how many of them sell. And she's like, they eventually all sold. They were cheap, obviously. But I there's a few more people using the. I can't mention it here. List easier, but I'm going to do it.
You
anyway.
can
Still
if they
calling
send
them
us some of that cash or
You
something.
literally just mentioned it. We're going to have to bleep that
And-
out.
Anyway, but one of they're buying and they're doing it that way because everything's done automatically except for the price, and you're like, forget it. I'm gonna make someone I'm gonna put it out there. The good ones are gonna sell super quick because they're really cheap. That undercuts all the other resellers. But that is a model that is emerging, I think, for some people. I'm gonna experiment with it. I bought a bunch of old fishing and hunting magazines. They're all the exact same type. They're all from like the '60s, and the prices vary between like $5 and $20. And so I'm just going to put them all out there for like $12.95, wait for a bunch of them to sell, and then drop the price to $10.95, then drop it to $9.
Yeah,
the speed
no, I
of
mean
it.
that's why I did it, because once I listed one, I just hit sell similar on that listing that I just created on my app, and I just changed the title and the photos. And all I did was change the animal, right? It's a toucan, and then it's a beagle, and then
Just
it's a
think
cow.
you wouldn't even have to do that.
Well, it took like probably 40 minutes to list 40 of them. I did them about one a minute.
That's
I
pretty
mean,
good. That's pretty
It
good.
was so incredibly fast, and I sold them all in a day, pretty much. I've got like 3 just sold when we started the show, so I think I've got 7
Nice.
left or something like that. So
Are
that's
they
pretty
all
cool.
pity bids, or do you think there's some people out there buying it from you?
There might be 1 or 2 people who bought one just for themselves, but I think the majority are just like, because they're super cute, and so it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, $10, that's pretty cool. I could give it.
I
as a
also
gift to
think,
my
yeah, $10 is
grandkid or
under
keep
what
it
they go
myself.
for.
Yeah, it's so cheap.
So they're like
Some of
20
them-
bucks a pop. I think
yeah,
a lot
some
of
of
people
them.
probably bought them because it was a good deal.
Yeah, it's
maybe
like most of them were between 5 and 20. I would say more range around $12. I think that's like the most common price I was finding was about $12. But I just like, yeah, $9.99.
I'm back
Sounds
into
similar.
listing cheaper stuff. I mean, I've just thoroughly enjoyed it. If
Oh,
it's
me too.
small and cheap, I've been doing it like and they're selling.
For
I'm happy.
me, the big reason for that is because of my lack of space. So when I'm at like the flea market and stuff, I went with Carrie on Saturday, and I found like a box of little like realistic hard PVC toy animals, like Schleich,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
type. Not all of them are Schleich, but they have like tags on them. They're brand new, and I got a whole box of them for like $20 or something. And it's probably 40 animals. I'm planning on listing them all, even if it's $5-6 a piece, because I can then fit them really easily in my space, and I just don't have a lot of room. So if I
This is
can
what I've
have,
been
like,
telling you guys for years.
small
sports cards.
items. I listed 9, 10, I know 9 sports cards today, Carrie.
Yeah, that's that. Is that bag where you keep finding good stuff like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Ewok
Well, this is
and
what I
stuff?
actually listed, and this was so you can make jokes about my forced labor around here.
skin.
Reagan listed all of these. Reagan did. I'm talking about my daughter. We got to go childish here. Come on.
Hold on,
good
I
luck.
said that
Look,
before you said
I
anything
know.
about
All
you.
right, fair enough. Check out this one. This one's a Ben Franklin one that goes for like $40-$50.
Really?
Yeah.
I saw that you definitely rage baited on Facebook with that.
Not the Ben Franklin. Oh,
No,
you're talking
with a
about
different one.
The black. There's a black Smurf. Can we
I know,
not say that?
I
It's
know.
a real
You
thing.
can say-
I couldn't
you can
believe
say
it.
it. I just was like, oh, he just wants the interactions.
Did you know there was a black? There's all purple. I guess when they
know.
came to the U.S., they changed it to purple because they're like, yeah, we don't want to do this, which was probably a good idea because the
Yeah.
black Smurf was angry. I'm like, this is not good publicity. There's an
It just doesn't
astronaut?
make sense to me in a sense because Smurfs are always blue.
That's yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just
that
a
should
weird-
just all be. Yeah, that's. I don't know. I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Actually, I have seen purple. I probably have seen those because you'll find those in
one.
toy bags all the time. The old
There's the
what is it?
Franklin.
The Papo or whatever Schleich. Payo.
Yeah,
There's
right.
also Papo, which does like the knights and stuff, kind of like Schleich. So that
Yeah,
stuff
I
should be
wasn't
good
allowed
money.
to watch Smurfs growing up. I didn't know that. It was
I bought a
was-
bag
house.
for $50-$60. I can't remember. It was really pricey.
It's more. We were more of a snorkels household
Oh, I
personally.
love the snorkels, man.
So we'll
That was
talk
good
about
stuff.
trinket boxes, but not
Underwater
for a long
Smurfs.
time. Not for a long time. We're just going to mention the trinket boxes because
sold
I've
none.
talked about it and covered it extensively in my flipper videos. And by the time this comes out, I'll have really just hammered the dead horse. Is that a term?
Yeah,
that
you
people
hammered
say?
a dead horse. Poor horse, leave it alone.
Anyways, I got these boxes. They seem like the comps are good. The comps range from like $100 to $300, $400, $500, but there's like very few listed and very few comps. It's a good brand. On WorthPoint, there's lots of sold, but they're not necessarily recent. So I
Don't
bought
go.
a bunch of them at an estate sale. I was paying
go.
like $5 to $8 a piece. Some of them I paid 10. One I paid 20. But majority were like $5 to $10 a piece. So I've listed them and it added like 10,000 in total value to my store, like a ton of money because it was
Yeah.
like 50 of them at 100 piece. It was just a lot of money. And
Have
I got
any
them-
sold?
A lot. Cut the
Have
price
any
down.
sold yet?
None have sold, and so that's the point,
Well,
right?
you listen to Tim. That's why
I
Tim is the
don't
king of
know.
high prices.
Yeah, I don't know if these will ever sell. I don't know if there's any demand for these or anything. And I had talked to the lady. She said she had hundreds more.
There we go.
Okay, I think I told you that, Carrie. She said she had hundreds more, right?
Yeah.
And so I got her number. I was going to do a private pick. I message her. She's not responding. I message her again. I call her. No response. Finally, she texts me and says, hey, I don't know if I'm going to sell anymore. If I decide to, I'll bring them next time I do an estate sale. And I was like,
Especially to
okay,
you.
fine. Right? And then a little bit later that day, she messages again and says, by the way, if I sell any more, I'm going to want, I think she said 20 to 30 or 30 to 40 each on these things. And again, I haven't sold any.
Yeah, she's upping the price.
a piece, and she's now tripling the price. I'm like, I don't know if I can commit 20 or 30 or 40
I would just say no.
these things.
Say no.
I think, yeah, exactly.
I would respond, yeah, I wouldn't be interested at that price. And then she'll have to go either lower her price or go sell it on eBay herself and be your competition, which is the smart play. That is the smart play.
Well, it wouldn't be competition because they're all unique. But it would be totally different if I was sitting here 3 days after listing and had sold 10 for $100 a piece. I would be like, yep, 20 a piece. Let's go. Like I would like truly consider that. But I'm at the point where I'm like, I don't know if any of these will ever sell. And I'm like, and so I said in my video, I don't know. I spent like $300, $400, $500. I was walking around the garage pulling orders, not really thinking about it. But if I sit here and think about it, I paid $300 the first buy, $70 the next buy, $40 from this one lady, and then about $100 the last time. But I got a bunch of other stuff too, so it's around $500 is my all-in cost on these, plus everything else, including the necklaces. And the necklaces I'm already at like $300. But I said this in my video, Carrie.
Okay.
And Longboard Love 2 left this comment, which I don't
Was
know
it negative?
why.
I feel like they're
Oh,
negative.
It was definitely negative.
Yeah.
I
Allegedly.
don't know, quote marks, a quotation, whatever. I don't know how much I spent on the trinket boxes, 3, 4, or 500. I really didn't do the math. This is not good if you're watching Dave and want to learn from this man. Don't be like this. One of Dave's major flaws is not tracking cost of goods. I've sold 2,130 items year to date and know exactly what I paid for each item, how much I made, and it doesn't take that much time to track that info. Kevin, do you agree as the eBay master? Now, I did comment and say I'm not an educational channel. What are you watching this for? But I want to know, Kevin, who does have an educational channel, do you think people should spend time tracking it to that level?
Well, first of all, if somebody knows all that, and I know plenty of people, probably the majority or close to it of people watch this channel do that, they use a accrual method of accounting, and that is a requirement for it, each and every single item. I don't. I think your time is far, far better spent. Look, even if you're willing to lose every once in a while, like I bought this, I spent $50, $60 on that bag of Smurfs, and it had raisins, and I saw a few other couple items in there like these two that I knew would be good. And it was a risk, right? I'm not going to itemize every single item what I paid for. To me, it's like you're gambling a little bit. But if you're smart about it, and you know what you're doing over time. Like I guarantee, Dave, you're going to make money. You might lose money every once in a while on something. I have got to the mode of just buy it, just buy. You're buying at good prices. You might lose here, but you're going to have a huge
And the truth
victory
is,
here. And the bottom line is all that matters.
the truth is, you know what you spent. We're walking around. Because you're doing cash basis, so you know that money in, money out. You know what you spent, but when you're walking around 4 days later and you're Dave, right?
And you're pulling.
You're talking off. You're speaking off the top of your head. You're estimating because you're not going to go check during the middle of your video. You're just
But
being
I'm also
real.
not writing it down because the way I do cash
don't need
accrual is you don't need to. It's just, I spent $4,000 that I took out as cash. That was all for inventory. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Divide it evenly if you want to over everything I bought. I
Look
don't care
at
how
the
you
course of
do it.
the year. I'm shooting for $250,000 gross, which my numbers lately is going to get me there. I'm a little behind, but it's Q4. And I know my cost of goods as of right now is under $25,000. I'm going to have cost of goods under. That's all that really matters in the end. If all my cost of goods are at 10%, for goodness sake, and you sell $250,000, you're going to make. You can't help but make money.
If you want to do it the hard way, you can get my reseller Genie and use my code. It's probably NC Picker, but it could be ADH Dave. And you can track it all.
I'm not
or you
shilling.
can just hire the
You guys can
accountants I
find
use,
mine because you
and
love
they can
me.
do all the work for you. That's the way I like to do it.
But seriously, though, it does just at the end of the year, that's really all that matters. How much money came in versus how much went out. And I understand the need and the desire for people because I have family members who resell. They know they've itemized every single. It's like, what's the time cost of that?
Yeah,
You got to know
It
your
seems
numbers,
like a
but
lot of-
man, automate the
Seems
thing.
like a lot of work. I mean, the way I look at that buy is I got something that was J Strongwater. Do you know J Strongwater, Kevin?
I think I've heard of it, but I don't think so.
It's a really fancy brand. He works with Swarovski and stuff and makes animals. Swarovski,
Okay.
whatever it is.
I think I've heard.
But
the
just
name,
like
no,
I got this, I think it was a giraffe from him, and the comps
That
are
was
like
cool.
$500 just for the giraffe. And then there's also one where it's like a carnival ride Limoges, and there is like if you want to buy it brand new, it's $500. So I think just those two items, I could potentially double my money.
Yeah.
I just don't know how quick they'll sell.
That's
and so then
Rod,
everything
right?
else is
80-20?
profit. Yeah.
That's what I did. I looked in there. I'm like, okay, this one's cool. This one's cool. This one's cool. I'm like, I'm gonna probably make $60 on 4 of these figures. I'm buying every single daggone one. Plus, when you have the live selling thing, which is amazing. I got a bone to pick with Carrie, by the way. How come?
I saw that
So I
movie
send
last
Carrie
night,
2
Bone Lake.
posts. I send Carrie 2 posts. One's a trash to cash post, and one is this post. And he chooses to share out on Instagram the trash to cash post, but he doesn't share this one. So I'll
don't
share it right
even-
here.
I don't really pay attention half the time.
A dog.
You guys sit on that. It's lubrication.
Yeah, it was graphic if I remember. I'm like, this is not the American Arbitrage brand, so I
This
have to
video
be
comes
careful.
out on Tuesday.
That hurts with the flare up at the end.
It's not to be keistered. This is to be set on a
Yeah, yeah. You show me the most
try
keisterable item ever, and then tell me not to keister it. The way you're holding it and stroking it is weird. By the way, just pick a position.
This is $1 offer right now. It's going to be somebody's
Okay,
gonna
I will
get it
share
for
that. I didn't
$1
realize that. I'm sorry.
Tomorrow, Wednesday.
For some reason, I don't know. I didn't compute, or maybe I'm just.
You know
being-
who did share it immediately?
Thumbprint. I believe it's Fenton. Yeah,
Do you know
Dave
who did share it
and it was a
immediately?
crappy
Dave
share, but it
did.
was on Facebook, and I
How is
appreciate
it
the effort.
crappy? You hear this? This is like Dan. I want to be like Dan and Mike, where they just fight the whole time. the whole episode, they're just fighting. But,
Who's gonna be the
what was
peacemaker?
crappy about it? I
No
That's
literally
me. I'm good at that.
reposted Carrie, I reposted Kevin's exact post, and he says it's a crappy post. It's literally his
yeah.
post. How's
Yeah,
that?
that's
Well, yeah, I
fair.
guess his was crappy. Okay.
The size of it, the way
Yeah.
because you
not
screenshot
the size that matters,
thing.
Kevin.
Okay, he's
How
putting.
you use it.
I just want you guys to. You need to watch the podcast at this point. He's saying the size of it. He's pantomiming, gripping. It's very.
I hold it.
I don't know.
want to hold
I
it.
know it's erotic. It's an erotic podcast.
Anyway.
We get it.
Dibdit.com. You guys are missing out. People are like, "Where's Dave? Where's Carrie?" It is
I'm
going. I've
letting
been
you
selling
have the
like
money. You said
crazy.
you
I'm gonna have a
want
record
money.
month over there.
Excellent.
You're
I was
letting
on
me have the
Dibdit
money?
Cards last night.
You letting me have the money?
Yeah,
oh,
letting
you mean
have
the
all
sales?
the money, the sales.
So that
like,
Dave
they don't
thinks
have
there's
to
a
spend
limited
money on
pie
me.
of money
Yeah,
out
there
there.
is.
That's not true.
Because you stopped bringing over your audience.
Yeah.
Because you were
What do
sick
you
of people
ever?
stealing
We gained
it. Like,
200. We gained 100 people last 3 days. 100 and something, 25 or something.
I
and
got
this
so
will
I was
bring
doing
more.
a card show, and
Tons
someone
of
on
new folks.
Facebook was commenting, and they came over and they played in the card
Awesome.
show. They came all
Nice.
the way over and
Hey,
bought
what's
4
the deal?
packs.
You got a graded card. I don't know why I'm bringing up cards. I shouldn't have done this. You had a
Yeah.
graded card come back or something? You don't know
I
what to list
did.
it for? or are you just
I
trying to
had
get
a
comments
graded,
on
No,
Facebook?
so it's Millie Bobby Brown. Do you know who that is?
Vaguely.
The star of Stranger Things, 11.
Mm-hmm.
The one who likes Eggo waffles. So I pulled that when I first started playing in cards back in May, and it's an autograph. It is numbered to 86, and so I sent that off to get graded, and PSA takes forever, so I just got it back. And it came back at a 9, which is a little bummer, and then the autograph was a 10. So it was a 9-10, not 6-7. 9-10. And apparently
that is.
Rod said it's like the highest rated of that exact card. And so I was trying to figure out where to price it, because there's some people that have like PSA 9s listed for $7,000, which is ridiculous, right? And then they've got people that have got them listed for like a lower grade or a different card, maybe not a numbered card, for like 600, 700.
What is your
Mine's clearly
PSA
better
score?
than that.
PSA?
What's that? Mine's
What's your
mine's a
PSA
9.
score?
Mine's a 9. Or on
No,
my
PSA.
body.
Isn't it like, isn't it like that? Isn't that how they grade the prostate
The
stuff?
prostate, mine's always been a little elevated. Yeah. How about yours?
I've never had it tested, and I should.
But you're
'cause
on
everybody's got-
prostate meds in your family. I thought your family was the prostate family.
The prostate meds are for my hair.
Your pubic hair?
No, my hair.
No, you shave that. We know.
That's like the worst.
Boy.
That's the worst sitcom ever. The Prostate Family. It was on TGIF. I remember
No,
it.
no, it's on
96.
Adult
My-
Swim.
Adult Swim. That would work.
My boy comes in yesterday. He's like, "Have you seen these new SpongeBob?" He's 22, y'all. Have you seen these
Yes.
new SpongeBob cards? They've got one. He's like, somebody pulled the Patrick SpongeBob,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't know.
They're-
The
Dude.
triple
the
auto
freaking
one
Super
or
Fractor.
something like that.
The,
And I'm like,
the
"Dude, you
sketches
should
are
buy-"
dope. Yeah.
I was like,
Should we
Dave was
open
over
one
there
right now?
selling
Let's open a
them.
box right now.
Yeah, my video on SpongeBob, that one blew up everywhere I posted it. So yeah, there's a lot of info on it and
But
a lot
he's
of
like,
interest.
I was gonna buy some packs. I'm like, dude, you should have been on Dibdit. He's like, they were selling them on Dibdit. I'm like, no, Dibdit cards. But
Let's see what we get. We get 2 kelp
should've
refractors.
brought up.
He's doing a break now. Now he's got to commit to the whole
time,
break.
Dave.
That-
Yeah, we're doing
No.
it. Come on. We want a super fractor, dude. The
Come on,
super
this is
fractor
we
one
need your
ones are selling
feedback,
for
Kevin,
20
as a
grand.
non-card person.
My
20
feedback is
grand.
Dave should not ever open cards. You got a problem.
Ah, King Neptune.
Okay.
was a
All right,
cool card.
dude. 20 grand. We could pull a $20,000
Yeah,
card.
Atlantis, dude.
And if we do, I'm quitting the podcast.
Ah, Mr. Krabs.
Please pull.
Triton.
Is that a refractor,
That was
Triton?
nothing. No,
nothing.
that was a refractor, meaning it was kind of
See?
shiny. Okay, here we go.
I got a numbered card and sold it to Harry
SpongeBob's
Tornado.
Mom. SpongeBob's mom, which I had a crush on her growing up. It is what it
Yeah,
is.
that makes sense.
Okay, all right,
Priscilla.
we got a green kelp. We got Potty the parrot, Painty the parrot, parrot. Okay.
Ah, Green Kelp, get out of town to
Okay,
the beautiful
stop.
Sunny Shore Resort.
Everybody
So
comment stop. Stop,
All right,
Dave.
everyone comment stop. Okay, fine. We'll just keep talking. I'll let you guys know if I get a good hit while we talk. I want to play a game.
going-
I want to play a reselling game. Now, here's the problem with this reselling game. It was made up by Dan and Demand. But because they're constantly fighting, they never actually got to the rules or how it works. So we're going to have to guess how the game works, Carrie. I think
Okay.
Carrie should design the rules. So far, we're getting trash. Well, there was only 3 in that
I
pack,
told
Carrie.
you not to do it.
There was only 3 in that pack. That's
Ah, you gotta talk to
Clash
Tops.
action
I got hacked.
lawsuit.
Okay, so here's
You're gonna
the
get
name of
5
the
in
game.
another, maybe.
And he likened it to Mary Kill.
I had to
What,
close
you know
my
that
door.
game?
Love
Yeah,
gently.
Love
Mary
Make,
kill,
yes.
kill love
That
gently.
game. So
Yeah.
it was like that. Okay, we're still just wasting money here. Wasting money. Green Kelp.
Oh, that's
there
cool.
we go. Boom. Actually, I have this numbered to 175 as well.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. Now that he's gone, we can just talk SpongeBob.
Yeah, let's actually just open the rest of them while he's gone. Hold on,
Yeah,
guys.
why did he just
I
leave?
need
Has
a
he got an
friggin'
emergency
hit
poop?
here. I need a hit here.
You should get one. I've been seeing usually you get a numbered, right?
Not always. Yeah, no. Oh, I got the poop deck card though.
Ah.
This is not good.
I
Oh,
like
he's
the poop
back.
deck.
That is cool.
Oh, he's
my
back.
gosh. 2 packs left. Carrie, did I just waste $40?
Well, you should have filmed it and then
I'm
made
filming
content
it.
on it.
Look at the show.
Yeah,
This
we
is
were putting
gonna
it
be
on
the
this show.
weirdest short ever. No. Oh my gosh, nothing. I have one more pack.
I think the
Wish it
best
luck.
short that we have on Trash to Cash is the one where Kevin said that there was 2 prices on everything at the yard sale, and it's got like 40,000 views.
Oh my gosh. And
didn't
we
even
got
get a
shorted
numbered?
card. I didn't even get a numbered. I didn't even get a
there you go.
numbered. I got Helen the Felon, which reminds me of Kevin. For some reason. All right, that was trash. We wasted money. We gotta open another one.
That's
You're
that's
muted,
how it
Kevin,
goes.
and I like
Dude,
it.
I am at, just real quick aside, I am at the card shop searching for singles. I occasionally buy a pack or something to do a video on. But
Is Dawn
there
okay
are
with you doing that?
with what?
You being at the card shop looking for
Yeah, no, she
singles.
wants me there so she can go do something else.
She's not jealous. She's not the jealous
Hope
type.
she
No,
finds
that
a
I'm at the
single.
card shop with the
Looking for
guys.
singles, yeah.
Oh, looking for single
Down to
cards.
mingle.
Yeah, looking for single cards. Sorry, but there's guys that just go in and just take. I don't even know how they do it. They take boxes down, and each box is more than I'd ever pay. You know,
Yeah,
like
300,
sometimes they're
400,
hundreds and
500.
hundreds. Sometimes they're 60, but like they're all different prices, and they just keep going. And I'm like, what are these people doing? Like that's a different like kind of the
That'd be like
side of the
doing it
hobby that
during
I
a
don't
podcast
understand.
for no reason. Speaking of addiction, Carrie, check out this action.
Dude, oh, it arrived.
Do you want me to hold you back one? You gotta think
How much
about
are
that.
they?
I have 'em now. What are they? 140 or something after
I
that?
might, maybe. I
Yeah.
kind of was thinking I wanted one. Yeah.
A box or a pack?
A box. Okay. A box. Yeah.
Just check.
Yeah, okay,
This
so
is crazy.
the game,
Y'all are nuts.
Carrie, the game is called List Keep Trash. Now make up the rules, because Dan never even told us how the game works. Go.
Yeah, no, one item. So you see an item, you either list it, meaning like it's worth a lot of money, keep it because it's so nostalgic or whatever that you love it, and then trash it, meaning that you shouldn't buy it or you should get rid of it if it's
So
in
we
your
just
inventory.
hold up an item like this
You get
card.
3. No, you got it wrong. Both of you got it wrong. He says 3 different items, and you have to choose one to
Yes,
list, one to keep,
exactly.
and one to trash. 3
So where do we
different
get the items from? Like we
Well,
just find stuff on our
I'm
desk?
sure he prepared and
Ke-
wrote them
Kevin,
down.
do you
Okay.
have a jellyfish paperweight within reach? Because Dan
no,
would
I
have
sold it.
such a nightmare if you
I
did.
sold it.
Well, I got to get something that's non-card related for you all.
Sold it 2 weeks
Jellyfish, Carrie, jellyfish paperweight. Take the earbuds out. He's
Alright, here we
walking
go.
away with the
No,
earbuds.
I've got my own item. I've got a carry item, but it's not
I gotta
cards.
find 3 items.
I'm ready. Oh, we're all gonna. Okay, I didn't know we were all
Here we
doing
go.
Well, you were the one that made up the game. You
All right,
should have
I
at least
Dan made it
prepared.
up. I don't know what the game
List,
is.
keep. What is it? List, keep. And
List, marry, kill.
Are we going to give our argument of
keep
why
trash.
we picked it or no?
List
Or are we
it,
just showing it
keep
without
it.
talking about it?
Trash it or donate it.
Yeah,
Something
I don't
like
know,
that?
Carrie.
Okay.
You're defining the rules. Whatever you think.
Gargamel.
I've got a
minute,
coach.
we can't
I've got
do
Coach
freaking
Joe
time.
Tiller.
No, one at a time. One at a time. One at a time. Kevin, you go first.
All right, there you go. Star Trek customizable card game.
All
Sealed.
right.
And
Sealed.
then, yeah, sealed.
Oh, we have
And
to choose
Gar-
3 items?
Gargamel. By the way, I'm
Yeah.
thinking about starting a channel.
I don't know if I
nothing
got
about
3 items.
Just about PVCs. And then Gargamel. and then Star Wars PVCs, Ewok, and Wicket and
Okay,
Yoda.
and I have to list one.
List one, keep one,
Okay.
and trash one or donate one. I think that's what it is.
I like how you held that up last, but that is the one I would trash, is the Star Trek cards. I love Star Trek, but I don't want to play that game. I guess I would probably keep the Star Wars ones and list the Gargamel.
Okay.
All right, so now it's Carrie's turn.
I would,
now it's Carrie's turn to pick.
Wait a minute.
You don't get
Wait,
to
I didn't
pick
even
your
see
own.
the items,
Oh, yeah,
so I
you
was
can
too
pick your
busy.
own. Fine, Kevin.
it.
What would you do with yours?
Got it.
Wait, let's
It's all right, I
see him
don't have to
again
say
because
it.
I missed
I
him.
would-
No, because you
I
made me
would
think. I
keep-
want to tell you what I'd do with mine, so we got to let
This
you do
is
that.
tough because it's Wicket. I'd probably keep these because of Wicket, and I would list this, and I would trash this.
Trash the Star Trek cards.
Yeah, but I'm not going to. Dibditcards.com. You can have it for $1.
All right, I'm gonna do a show tonight because I got these Dune cards, Kevin.
Okay.
Okay, Carrie, your turn.
Okay, what I would do, okay, I've got this Joe Tiller Purdue bobblehead. I bought all these at $2 a piece this last weekend. There's only one available at $95 and none other available. I doubt it's going to go for anywhere
Who is
near
he?
that. He was a coach like back in the day.
Racing?
I think like 10 years or 20 years ago, Joe Tiller. I mean, he's wearing pants. He's got to
What
be a coach,
sport?
right? Football.
Okay. All right.
And then we've got the...
Do you remember Jerry Glanville? He was a character.
This is all stuff that's just behind me, so you probably all seen it, but it's my popcorn bucket
Kevin,
for
I don't
Deadpool.
remember the
Oh, that's
Glanville
cool.
Deadpool.
guy. Deadpool, nice.
Okay.
That's what that giant box is. I got a huge box in my P.O. box that I had to go up, and I didn't know what it was.
you
I bet it's
bought
all
all
those
those
popcorn
popcorn
buckets.
Got a Hot Wheel
Is it second
Lorenzo Moto, 1/18
Okay.
scale, so you could fit on it, Dave, but I could not.
I would sell the Hot Wheel, throw out the bobblehead, and keep the popcorn bucket.
Oh, that was way off.
I would throw out the Hot Wheel.
My desires. It's got nothing to do with value.
Well,
But
I thought you were supposed to make wise decisions.
I'm doing the decision I want to make.
Throw out
Okay.
the Star Trek, list the bobblehead, and keep the popcorn bucket.
Star Trek. Was there Star Trek?
You're talking about the Hot Wheel.
The hot throw out the Hot Wheel, list the bobblehead, and keep the popcorn bucket.
I could have gone that way if I wanted to maximize my money, but that's not how I work.
I'm going to do exactly what Kevin did. Like, I would,
I can see that.
if I had to keep one, I'm selling all these, but if I had to keep one, I like the popcorn buckets. That's what I would collect.
Yep.
I don't know anything about Purdue other than Indiana is undefeated, so I'm pretty sure Purdue sucks now. So
What do you think that bobblehead's worth?
that's the interesting question. It's one of those. It's one of those. The listing is 95. The listing's got to be insane though on what it's
Carrie
actually
listed for
worth.
50.
I paid $2. I mean, I can't lose. If I sold it for 10, it wouldn't matter. So
What's the Hot Wheel worth?
I don't know. Probably not much. Maybe 5 to 10. It was in a lot purchase, or I just bought it for $2. So, but the bobblehead, that's an interesting thing. Do I put that's a good question. Now you only see one listing at 95. I haven't checked Worth Point. I got it for 2. I mean, what would be your starting price on something like that? Half it, put it at 50, and then just take offers. And if you don't get offers, then what do you do? Just keep
I'd
lowering
put it
it?
at 79. I'd put it at
I'd sell
79
it
and
cheap
take offers.
to get the money right now because it's apparently the end of the world because Bibles are flying and Left Behind books are flying off the shelf for me. So just get the money really quick, Carrie.
Speaking of Left Behind, I was watching a clip on that's probably pooping, and it was just full disclosure, and it was from the movie This Is It. Have you seen that? The one with Seth Rogen? Is it This Is
Yeah, I
It
didn't
or
like
whatever?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and
This
they're
is
getting
the
pulled
end.
up. This is the end. They're
Yeah.
getting pulled up into heaven, and he has to let Seth Rogen go because Seth is holding him back.
Yeah.
and he's
His
about to
new
go
movie
into.
looks funny, though.
He's about to go into the demon, and then
Yeah.
he gets risen up as well because he made the sacrifice for his buddy. So it was beautiful, kind of for a silly show. It was beautiful.
Okay, so there's a new one where it's Good Fortune, and Keanu Reeves is like Gabriel, and Seth Rogen is in it. And anyways, wait, you got to see my items. You ready? Okay, so you've got the Focusrite. This is a Focusrite Scarlet i8. Okay, it's bigger and fancier than the ones on your desks. Okay, you've got this thing, which is a little bird, hand painted. It's like maybe a perfume bottle. It says made in France.
Is it Limoges with no S?
No, and it's got initials, GL. I don't know. And then you've
Gladys
got
Laramie?
Gandalf Fugler. You know,
Oh,
Gandalf
yeah,
Fugler.
I like
so.
it.
All right, so go
Oh,
ahead.
That's easy.
All right.
You want
let's
to go
see, why
first,
is it
Carrie?
just-
You want me to go?
I can go first. What I would I definitely keep and maybe I'd keep the Fugler because it's adorable. But I'd feel bad because that's Dave's thing, but I think that's cool.
Yeah.
And then, what was the first thing again? It was the
A
The Focusrite.
Focusrite. Oh, man. I guess I keep the Focusrite because that's useful. And then,
Well, you
even
just
though
said
it's
you
probably
keep
worth...
the
You can't keep them
Gandalf.
both.
No, I can choose two, right? Okay, I'm keeping the Gandalf. I am selling the Focusrite because that's probably worth a lot of money. And then I just say get rid of... I know that's probably a trick and it's worth a lot of money, the stupid little French thing, but I'm gonna throw it in the trash. Nobody's gonna ever see that again. It's
Kevin,
going
what about you?
garbage town.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna gamble and sell the Focusrite. I think it's probably worth a little more than that. That's a gamble, though. I don't really know.
Oh, could you keister that and pretend you threw it away?
This might come off.
I think I would.
I hope.
I think I would have to throw that. Yeah, I'd throw that away because I wouldn't want it like for myself. And then
kinda
I
cute.
would.
This is almost as good as when
Yeah,
we were
but
saying how
Gandalf.
much our outfits
Keep Gandalf.
So you'd
outfits
keep
cost.
Gandalf. So you'd keep Gandalf.
Yeah, but
Okay, so
yeah.
I have no idea what this is worth. I really don't know. So, but I know this is worth about $200.
There you
So
go.
selling that was the right choice. This, why have I not sold it? Is the real question because it's been sitting in my drawer for about a year now.
Why haven't you?
I don't know.
Seriously,
I just never got around to it.
you
I
should
list
do a
it
video
today.
about that.
I took it out.
Just listing stuff from your junk drawer.
Let me
Just
know,
list it.
guys, what I should
Bearded
list this
Picker
for
did
because
one
I
of those
couldn't
videos
figure it
years
out.
ago.
I couldn't figure it out. It looks like the initials are GL or something. I don't know what.
I
What is
think
it?
we
That
all
perfume?
have hundreds of dollars in our junk drawers. Am I
Oh
wrong?
yeah, yeah. I got hundreds of dollars in my junk.
Yeah.
I got 3 junk drawers behind me, and they're all shipping. They're all top loaders and mags. I have enough
Hey,
mags to make.
What kind of mags?
I'm
huh?
talking about magnetic
mags?
holders for cards.
Oh.
Yeah, not mags for my copious amount of guns I have on site.
Well, it could be guns. Yeah, I thought you
I
meant
was thinking
magazines.
it
No, I'm just-
Magazines, like Easy Riders. The
Oh,
Easy Rider collection.
oh yeah. No, I got those. They're all stuck together in another location.
Yeah. Okay. So, I thought it was an okay game, Dan. I'm not sure if that's how it was supposed to be played, but we played it in honor of you and your podcast about elephants that you do, which is
Yeah.
your podcast.
Elephant,
I don't- I
yeah.
think it's an elephant-based podcast starring Joe and
Which
Mike.
there's not enough animal-based podcasts, so I'm
Hey,
glad the elephant gets
seriously,
their own.
What do you think? Should I start a PVC channel?
Why? What?
Do you just like it? Are
I
you going to
love
start?
them. I'm absolutely addicted to these things. Right
You should, but like,
now.
what's it going to be
Homeschool
about?
Hustlers
Just are you?
channel, It's going to be about PVCs.
You're just going to talk about what they're worth, or are you just going to talk about it non-resale related? Like,
No, I don't know. I'm not going to do that. But I am
come
thinking
on.
about doing a totally different channel and not doing as much flipper content.
so one thing I love about cards
think
is
of
like
that?
I could do videos about cards, and they don't have to be about selling them, and they could do well. So
Yeah. A lot of the
I
content
assume.
that does good on Facebook to me isn't really about reselling.
yeah, I agree.
Cut
It
back
is.
on the flipper videos.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I
You
don't
know,
know. I think
Kevin.
here's the problem, Dave. I have my sales. I like to talk. If you haven't figured it out, and when my sales get to like normal videos throughout the course of the year, I might have 15 sales, 20. I'm getting 25, 30, 35 sales sometimes, doing 3 videos, and it's like, oh, this is taking up a whole lot of time. So I've thought of a few different
is
ideas.
just
Maybe
so
pull all
relatable.
the boring stuff. Pull all the boring stuff and like here's all the shirts and whatever, and then just pick the other stuff and
There you
still
go.
can talk about a topic.
Well, Mike visited. Mike,
Yeah.
the death pile picker, did visit, and boy, does that guy know how to complain. Does he complain
yeah.
the whole time he visits your house, Kevin?
No, he never complains. He cleans stuff. He's the best guest I have. Uncle
He's
Paul
funny, too.
or Death Pile Picker, best guest we ever had.
Mike's funny too because he's like, "Oh, you guys got to pick a place to go to eat, and I don't care where it is." And then everything you suggest, like, I don't want to eat that. I don't want to eat that. I don't want to eat that.
No, he
What
gets
do
his
you
mind set on one random place that's not even good. He was so desperate to go to Potbellies. He's the only person I've ever met in my life who even knew what that restaurant was.
want? I
allegedly.
still don't know what it is.
Yeah,
we
it's
end
like
up
it's
not
basically
having
like
a
Firehouse subs without the firemen.
Yeah.
Speaking of allegedly,
Yeah, it was,
does anybody have an opinion on being suspended from live selling? Anybody?
I think
Oh.
that Daily Refinement got suspended from last.
Yeah, he
time.
did,
haven't
right?
looked
For
at any
the
of that.
surprise set rules are a big deal right now. They're dropping the hammer on the sports card surprise packs and sets
Yeah,
as
Carrie,
well
you
because
probably know the most about this. Give us a recap. What happened? Why did
well
he
with
get banned? What's
with
the-
Daily Refinement, I don't know exactly. I watched the video,
it
but I
was
don't
surprise
remember.
set based. Yes.
It was something to do with how that was. I don't know the
Well, what
details,
is the
but I know
surprise
with
set? Can you tell us what that is?
a surprise set is where, as far as I understand, like you have for example, with cards, you're going to have like 10, 15 different packages with different cards in them, and then people are going to bid, and then there's a high, you could get a card worth this much, and a low, you can get a card worth, less than what the package is worth. They're called repacks, and generally is the general definition. But with sports cards, what they're doing now is you actually have to, and this makes sense, you have to go send these off to an authenticator so that they can actually set them up and authenticate that is actually the floor and that is actually the ceiling, so that, you don't just have to, trust me, bro, allegedly, with these different sets that are being set out, these packs.
So there's
So ultimately it's going to be more regulated in a way that's going to, it seems, and I hope, protect the consumer, the people buying them, so they know what they're getting into.
Yeah, it just seems like a headache to do that stuff.
There's going to be a lot of people who aren't, or they're going to be doing what Dave and I've done in the past, like when you buy boxes, an EQL, you go buy, they're going to be selling the repacks already done and audited and everything, and you just, as a reseller, buy the repacks at a certain price, and then you go flip them. If that makes sense. That's probably how it's going to happen long term. You're not going to be making your own on whatnot.
No, he was something else, I think.
No, he was selling. What was he selling? I think it was. Bags, clothes.
He's a clothes guy, so it could be clothes.
I don't know. At what point is it, buyer beware? And it's like, you're gambling, so just take it what it is. But I don't know. Don't do it.
But I don't understand. Like, they can't possibly just go in and ban everyone who's done this, and it's been allowed. So, like,
they've got 1 month. This is implemented. Now, I don't know what happened with Daily Refinement, because that's already happened with him. So it's something different, or I would imagine. I'd have to go rewatch the video. But with cards, they have until the 3rd of...
And you don't know.
I don't remember, dude. I don't remember what I did yesterday.
Well, what about like for instance, I've got tons of cards,
and I don't want to misspeak on like the exact reason either, without being 100% sure.
If I have like a binder full of cards, because I just want to get rid of it. I don't care if somebody finds something great. I don't even want to flip through and show every single card before. I just want to like flip through. Here's what's pretty much in here. Y'all bid on it. I don't know that that's that much. I guess it is, because you're not making a claim. If you claim that you're going to get this and this and this,
I don't think that's an issue. I don't believe it is. I could be wrong. I think that would be fine, because you're showing some pages, and you're not claiming that the value is this or that. You're just saying, have at it, see what you guys want to bid on it for.
The beauty of having dibbed it the way we have in dibbed it cards. It's like, if we see issues that we're not comfortable with, we just stop it right there. And Whatnot's a huge platform.
Yeah,
you can hide.
It took a lot of work for them, I'm sure, to even get to the point where they could have some sort of system to even regulate it, because there's been so many years of I'm sure they, want everything to work perfectly, but random people go on, and I'm sure they can't track everything that's happening. It's probably super difficult, in all honesty. So we're able to, like with the breaks and stuff, very carefully, approve slowly. Who gets to do, and breaks are different than repacks. We're not doing repacks.
Did you ever go skiing or snowboarding, Carrie, at like a real mountain? You ever done that?
No.
Or Kevin, have you?
Yeah.
You know how like they've got the different like levels of hill, right? You got like a green circle is for the kiddies, and you got the black diamond is the hardest. I went on Whatnot to watch some breaks. That's all some black diamond level breaking over there. They got like a whole case with a Breaker's Delight, and they have 147 slots, and you like randomize. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna keep selling packs.
I just sell packs. I don't even break them.
Easier.
I just sell the packs. I sell the V-Friends packs. I sold a few yesterday.
Yeah. So that
I had my
was
best month ever live selling, y'all. I don't know. You don't
job.
care.
Well, I told you I was giving you some space to live sell so you could make some money. You're welcome. I have not sold on Dibbed It for about a month, and I've just been selling on Dibbed It cards.
Hey,
and it was part of my like commitment. Like I've got enough cards, because I way overbought this summer, that I can just keep running shows almost daily on Dibbed It cards, probably till November.
Wow.
And recoup that money I put out, because I spent a lot of money on this stuff. And even if I break even on some of it, I just want it gone. And then I can go back to spending time on normal Dibbed It auctions. But right now I'm just focused on eBay for hard goods and cards for just to sell all this. Like, I forgot I even ordered. There's like 6 hobby boxes of Dune that just came in the mail today. Like, I need to sell this stuff.
I went on Dibbed It cards yesterday for like 10 minutes is all. I said in my live show on Dibbed It I was going to sell some cards later, and I wanted to make sure I fulfilled that, and I couldn't. So I just went on for 10 minutes and did a few really quick. Hey, y'all remember when I came down to Florida and it was freezing, and we went to that flea market, and I bought that ridiculous jacket? because it
Yes.
was so cold. I
You
sold
looked
it.
pretty cool. I wasn't
Sold
going
it.
to tell you, but you did.
$35 plus shipping.
Oh, that big
Nice.
jacket you
Yeah.
were wearing, you
Paid
sold?
$5 because I was cold. I was looking for a jacket. I was so cold, but I wanted to get one that I could resell.
That was the perfect situation. You got a good deal. It fixed the issue, and you made a profit.
Yeah.
Here's what you'll never hear listening to Mike's podcast, and he probably didn't tell you, Kevin. Maybe he did. He comes to the Browns with us to the flea market. About 12 minutes in, he calls me. He's like, "I'm leaving."
12 minutes in?
Yeah, he was there for like a half hour at the most. He's like, "Oh, I'm leaving." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "There's nothing here." He's like,
Wow.
Dawn made out like a fat rat, but I'm
Which she
leaving.
did.
Yeah. And
I got to edit that video for the
just
Don
bailed.
fans out there.
Yeah, he just bailed. He just left. He went to yard
He did
sales,
not
and
tell
then
me.
and then we called him up, and he's like, I was like, "Well, where are you at? Do you want to meet for lunch at Chick-fil-A?" And like, I give him the Chick-fil-A near the Browns, and he's like, "Oh, I'm about an hour from that." Like, how are you an hour from that? He was like in Orlando or something like that. Like Lake. No, he was near the Renningers in what's that called? Lake Mary. I can't remember where Renningers is,
Yeah.
but he's over there. Mount Dora. Mount Dora, I think, is where it is. Which mountain
The
in Florida?
Exploradora,
That's a
yeah.
joke. That's a joke of a name. But yeah, he just abandoned us. Just completely abandoned us.
Well, he's cheap. He don't want to pay flea market prices.
It is an issue, like especially since right now I'm not focused on auctions. I really do think that flea markets are best for the person who wants to buy in bulk smalls and then auction them off. Like it's really good for that
Got to
kind
buy
of
in
stuff.
bulk.
And
One
Browns
option
is
stuff.
typically a pretty good mixture of just casuals who go once or twice a year and the hardcore weekly people. But the problem was it was rainy. So the only people, it was raining off and off. The only
Hardcore.
people that showed up were the hardcore
Vendors.
people.
Yeah,
Or
the
vendors. So I still found some deals. I was proud of myself. Some lady had 2 boxes of hats, and I pulled a Kevin. I was like, how much for all the hats? And it ended up being way less than what her prices were. And there was some vintage
Pulled a
stuff in there.
Kevin. That's like pulled a reseller. That's what resellers
Well,
do.
yeah, no, I channeled my inner reseller, and I'm like, I should just buy this all.
I did that.
And I did, and I got like some cool vintage, like I got sports pest specialties in there, some Antco. I got a couple vintage ones, and some like really nice, clean, modern, new era stuff that's like pristine. So
We had the 100-mile sale up here last week, and I went 3 straight days as we filmed that first one. So 2 of them after that last time we filmed. And I was buying buyouts everywhere I went. There was no one-off deals hardly anywhere. I was just buying, like this lady had a table full of purses, and I start looking at them. They're all Kate Spade, Michael Kors, Vera Bradley. They're everything is sellable there. And I was like, how much for this? How much? And I forget it. I'm like, how much for the whole daggone thing? And then we sold them all off on, well, not all of them. I think I have 4 that I'm putting on eBay. $100 for the whole thing. I was like, sweet. But everywhere I went was massive buyouts. Everything.
I had to laugh because when I went to the Browns, it was like I forgot how to record content because I haven't really done this since May. I think May was the last Browns I went to. And so I get there, and so many times I told Carrie and Dawn this, I just forgot to record. Like a bunch of my best buys, my biggest buys,
my
I was not
gosh.
recording. I just didn't turn the camera on. And then, so like I went to this lady, she had like totes. I don't even know how to define. Okay, here, like this. Bigger though, like these kind of totes.
Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah.
like one that's like twice the size,
Yu-Gi-Oh.
maybe taller too, right? Full of makeup, full of brand new makeup.
Ooh.
And I was like, "How much for the makeup?" She's like, $5 an item, right? And she had 2 of them, 2 big things like that. So it's a lot of makeup. I mean, it was probably 40 in each one, maybe 50 in each one, because they're like eyeliner pencils. Some of them, like they're not big items. What? Yeah, Carrie already told this, but Kevin, what do you think she said for both full entire bins? They were $5
Like-
a piece,
5
per item, and it was probably about 100 items.
$50, $100.
35.
No way.
$35.
how about you just pay for 7 of them,
5
and you get 93 for free?
I did
I was
that
like, okay.
with Christmas ornaments. The guy had them out there for $2 a piece or $3 a piece for a bunch of Hallmark Christmas ornaments, and I'm not paying $3 for an ornament I can sell for $8, $9. But I'm like, how much for all of it? And I bought it all. And then another box full of Walking Dead figures and stuff, brand new in the boxes. And like, how much for all? I spent so much. I had to go to the bank. I spent like $1,800 in 3 days. It was
Some of
crazy.
those Walking Dead figures can be really good.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah.
one day for
Look those up.
$22.95.
I remember a buyout we did 7, 8, 9 years ago on Walking Dead figures. Oh my gosh, I used to.
Crazy.
Those are the days. I used to, and I'm sure there's a lot of people still doing this, but I used to just scour Facebook Marketplace for toys. I would look every day, and I would drive out and get lots of Hot Wheels with treasure islands or whatever, secret treasures.
I feel like it's harder now to actually get good deals with that method, because I do look. I go on Facebook Marketplace probably daily, and it is few and far between an actual good deal. And the card deals that they recommend to me are so stupid. They would make Carrie roll over in his grave.
No, I don't even look for cards on Facebook Marketplace. That's it.
Which he's not in a grave, but
yeah. Exactly. Future me.
Future dead Carrie would roll over in his grave.
The variety of what's selling right now is blowing my mind on eBay. Everything is different. It's toys to jewelry to.
Are you the best reseller to ever live?
No. That's not what I'm saying.
Checking.
What I'm saying is, there's not a category I'm down on right now.
Oh man,
wow. Seems like every category
super
is
relatable.
Selling. Electronics. I haven't sold many electronics. How's electronic sales going out there?
I don't know. I don't really have any.
Dude, Dawn bought some weird electronics. I don't know what's getting into Dawn. She bought a bulky, I don't even know what it was, tape player cassette thing.
No, yeah.
I don't know what it was.
A
receiver. I don't know. She posted it.
I don't think.
I'm like, I don't know what's happening. If Dawn's buying electronics, then everything's out of whack. Everything's changed.
I do have to list my VCRs, Carrie. You want to come and help me? I got a stack of them. I got a pile of them.
See, that's why I don't believe when Carrie says he'd list this, because there's no way Carrie would list an electronic.
Dude, I used to. I used to do all the stuff that everybody else did, but I have leaned into selling what I love and what I like and what I'm interested in because I can. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm okay.
I'm looking right now on Facebook. There's
PVCs.
nothing. I don't know.
Exactly. But in all honesty, you could hunt down those. You could look for those on eBay like lots, Kevin, and maybe you couldn't do a whole store on it, but you could make that a major feature of your store if you really wanted to. That's the cool thing about eBay. If you get into something and want to niche down, you can.
Yep.
Half of my recommended things on Facebook are always mirrors, because I constantly laugh at mirror photos. When people try to post a photo of a mirror, some of the stuff they do is just so funny. Like, they've got their arm and their head in the frame so they can see the picture. It's
Content
only their
idea,
legs. Dave. Yeah, they're oh my gosh.
Screenshot
it would be funny
Facebook.
just reviewing weird Facebook photos of mirrors. Oh my gosh, what is this? Silicone Avatar Reborn doll. Yo, have you heard of this?
Oh, it's like one of the baby reborn dolls, but it's Avatar. I've seen those.
Weird.
I sold a tail.
Weird.
I sold a tail, Dave.
One of the butt plug ones?
Do you remember the tail? Yeah, one of those. Do you remember? Well, no, it wasn't a butt plug one. It was a strap-on.
The strap-on one.
It had the strap around.
It's more secure. That's more secure.
I bought it with Dave. Do you remember that sale? I bought some little.
Do you remember the Commonwealth sex toy
Polly
sale?
Pockets there, and you'd show me. You're like, this is probably good, because I passed it up because I don't know anything. It was an Avatar tail, sold for $20.
This
He's
is
not paying
so
attention to
weird.
me.
I'm sorry. I'm down this rabbit trail of these weird dolls.
Rabbit hole,
Why
by the way.
does this exist?
Those
What
tails.
in the
Oh my gosh, what are we doing?
No, it's okay. You're selling tails. I don't know what Dave's sourcing on Facebook right now.
I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, hi.
We
Trash
talked
for
about the
Cash
dead
podcast.
elephant. I
What
think
are we doing
we've
here?
covered everything, right?
Well, okay. So no, I wanted to talk about the rest of the sourcing. So I was going to say, I brought Dawn back to this estate sale. So I went to the estate sale, and it was the only good thing we did on Friday. And got a bunch of the Limoges France stuff and so on and so forth. And Mike got a bunch of stuff. And we left and we went to the flea market. And on the way home from the flea market, since we didn't do that well, I said, you know what, let's go back. And so we went back to that estate sale. And I brought Dawn this time. And Dawn was able to pull out like $1,000 worth of stuff the second day at noon, which is pretty sweet. And she spent, I think, 80 or $90. And then Sunday I went back and I got even more.
90,
and Mike did too. Mike got this jellyfish paperweight, which he talks about in his show, or tries to, but can't form a cogent sentence. But it's maybe worth $200 or $300. They kept interrupting
Signed,
each other. I don't know.
autographed?
It was worse than our show. Yeah, it was some famous
Because I
jellyfish
just
maker.
sold one just like it, giant one. I was like, I got like $30 for it, and he's like, no. I'm like, what's
But
the deal?
supposedly his has
It
like
was
a famous
etched and
maker's
signed,
name.
and
Yeah. This is. I'll send you a oh my gosh! Why?
Why? Oh, you just sent me some. I have to be like away from my
look at
children
that
when I
later.
open
Look at
stuff
that.
from Dave.
No, it's just weird. It's just weird stuff. Carrie, I did end up going to see a movie last night. We got everything done, and me and Tina were like, let's go see a movie. And so we saw Bone Lake. Have you heard of Bone Lake?
No.
It was not very good.
There's so many good movies out. Why would you go see that?
Well, because I'm saving a lot of them for when I go with you.
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh.
Yeah, that's true.
Not with Tina.
Yeah, you didn't want to
Carrie.
go see Smashing Machine, which is awesome. If you guys want to watch 2 hours of Dwayne The Rock Johnson just answering questions on interviews, like that movie I thought was going to be good, but it was not very good.
Well, I think
There was
they
very little
played off on
Smashing Machine action.
I think you're right. It's because that other one was good that they're like, oh, maybe this one people will think.
Yeah,
it's
if you
good, but
compare
the
it
other
to
one's
the
good.
Texas Tornado movie, which was beautiful and sad, really sad. Like this one was, I feel like trying to do a similar vibe, but there was, no story, really.
What are you doing, Dave? With your now that you're kind of ramping eBay back up with your space? Do you have enough space in there?
That's why I'm focusing on such small stuff.
Okay.
Honestly, because I don't have a lot of space for listed inventory, so I've really been focused on sourcing and selling small.
I'm sure y'all watch my videos. Did you see?
I've sold
I now
6
have a
items
new-
since we started this show. But go on.
Oh wow!
I've sold 2. I'm disappointed in myself.
They're all
I just sold a
necklaces.
Bob Dylan cassette tape,
Here we go. Which cassette?
a sealed cassette tape, Greatest Hits Volumes 2, $12
There we
with
go.
shipping. Sold some Louis L'Amour.
See, that's
So what were
a
you gonna
movie
say
I
before
couldn't
you
get
said that?
Dave to go see, the Bob Dylan movie, and it
got
was
a new
great.
shipping area. So now I have 2 shipping stations, one for Jess to do all the live Dibdit sales. You might hear the tape in there right now. She's shipping hundreds of Dibdit items. And then I have my shipping area out there. Set up a picture area over here because Reagan wants to start making some money. And I'm rolling, man. I'm more excited about reselling right now than I have been in a long time. There you go.
Really?
Get motivated. The stuff's selling. I'm listing, it's selling, it's going good.
It's the best way to get motivated is sell.
Yeah. It's going crazy. I love
What's
it.
this?
Everywhere,
Ryan
both
Gosling
places.
is in this movie. Hold on,
Gosh.
dude. Have you ever
I'd rather
read
talk
Project
about
Hail
elephants.
Mary? I'm listening to Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. He's the guy who did The Martian. You ever watch The Martian, Carrie, the movie?
Yes, I've seen The Martian. Yeah.
Yeah, so he has another book. There's a good book, and then he has another book called Project Hail Mary, and it looks like they're doing a movie about it. Because I just looked up the book because it was recommended on Audible, so I got it and I've been listening to it. But I think it's because they're doing a movie, and it looks like I don't know who this actor is. You would know if you saw him. Ryan Gosling.
Yeah. You don't know who Ryan Gosling is?
I'm face blind. You know this. I don't remember
Mickey
faces.
Mouse Club alum.
I know them. I just like when I see someone's face, I don't necessarily know their name based on their face.
To be fair, you could look at him and you can go, he is,
is
you
why
know, a
Dave doesn't
Chris
like
or a
me, though.
Ryan. If he's a millennial and he's a Chris or a Ryan and he's in a lot of movies, you're probably right because there's a lot of Chris and Ryans.
Well, like Hemsworth, you mean?
Yeah, Chris
and
Hemsworth,
Ryan-
Chris Pratt, Chris Pine,
Ryan
Ryan
Trahan.
Gosling, Ryan
Candies.
McGillicuddy. Yeah,
We're
all
out,
of them.
we're out of topics here. At this
I need
point.
to get on the other podcast. I'd rather talk
Which
about
one? Which
elephants
one?
and-
Which one would you choose if
which
you
one,
had
Kevin?
I don't
to?
know. Okay, so you got what's
Gun
the
to
new
your
one?
keister. Which one do you
Jimmy's?
Yeah.
Yo, Jimmy's done like 5-6 episodes in a row without quitting. I
That's
just wanna
pretty
point
good.
that
I give
out.
it. What's the over under? I'm saying
I
he'll get
think
to
he's gonna
11 and then
stick
he'll
this
blow
one
it
out.
up.
I think this one's gonna work.
Does he have total
I don't
control
know
of
about
it?
the Dan and Mike show last thing. I mean, that thing is getting toxic. I don't know. That one.
It'll
I
be
feel like that
good.
one's gonna end sooner.
They
Poor
need to have a
Joe.
meetup.
Poor Joe just can't get on a normal person podcast like him. He's just a normal, good old guy, and he keeps getting put in with wild cards. He needs some solid dudes that can be around him.
Buy It All podcast. That's what it is. Buy It All.
That's the one you join. We want to know which one you
No,
join.
I don't. I almost quit today. Dave's like, don't forget, we got to record. I'm like, I quit.
Yeah.
but I didn't send the
almost quit
post.
our
I
show?
didn't send the message. I was like, no. I'm thinking about cutting down Flipper videos to 2 a week. And I'm like, why don't I just quit the podcast?
Yeah.
You know.
What do you guys think? In the comments, let us know.
Let us know. Is it time for Kevin to quit? He's been teasing for a while, and his presence is a little bit of a drag at this point. So
Well, there you go, Kevin. You got to
just
pick
come
the
to spite you
podcast. Mary List.
we love you. We
Trash.
want you to stay.
Wait, no. Which podcast? Which reselling podcast other than ours do you marry?
you join?
Which
Which
one
one?
do you list on eBay?
Which one do you make
Which one do
sweet
you
love
throw in
to?
the trash?
Okay, which one you throwing? Oh, I'm not doing a throw in the trash. I can't do that.
I will.
All right, go for it. Make some
Go,
enemies.
Carrie.
Okay, I'm not going to say throw in the trash, but which
Well-
one? How about not listen? Because I don't listen to any of them, really.
You don't? I listen to all of them. That's when I get a lot
I
of
listen
work
to
done.
sports card stuff, guys. I'm in that world. The one that I would keep. Am I doing it first? Is that what's
Yeah,
happening?
you're going
You're
first.
doing it
The
in
one that I
order.
would
I'm doing this.
lovingly marry and keep by my side would probably be Dan and Demand and those guys.
Yeah.
The one I would make sweet and gentle, passionate love to as a podcast. I'm talking about the podcast, guys, not any. I set that up weird.
hottest host?
I said the one with the hottest. No, gosh, I'm so screwed. I take all of it back. It's all alleged. The other one I would listen to if I had to would, and I guess would
No,
just,
you said you're gonna make love
have
to
a
it.
fling with
Okay.
audibly. That's it. Would probably be the reseller locker room because they're actually
Which one? At least
listenable.
you didn't say the ladies' podcast. What's their podcast? Because that would have been really creepy.
It would have
Would
been.
it
Yeah.
have been more creepy?
That's,
Like, really, if we objectively
Remember the name.
think?
Put it in the comments.
That'd have been more
This is
creepy
just
than
a
Carrie
joke,
in bed
guys.
With
Yeah,
Ben.
This is a
and-
joke, folks.
But that obviously
No,
was a joke.
no, we're just talking about like I would listen and then I would probably not listen again. That's what it really means. It doesn't mean
So
all
it's
the
like
other
a
weird
one-night
stuff I
stand,
said.
Right? You're gonna
And then
listen to
one-
an episode here and there, basically.
Yeah. I'm gonna
And then you
hit
gotta
it and
cancel the last
yeah. And then the one that I
Which
would
one are
just
you
get rid of.
canceling?
Again, we've already canceled a few, if you remember.
Is throwing a tennis ball against the wall.
this
So
podcast.
finish up, and I'm.
Yeah, we did cancel that podcast, allegedly. The one I would, get rid of that doesn't, is the gosh, I'm going to make enemies with this, aren't I?
I'm gonna get rid of Tech and Sports podcast. Seems like
There
it's
we
kinda
go.
boring. Or Daily Refinements. Either of those. They
There
sound
we go.
boring to me.
Let's get rid of, we'll get rid of them on the basis that
And
there's
they're
too much
way more
knowledge.
competitive versus
Yeah.
other ones.
Yeah.
Like they're
Let's get
good
rid
at
of,
their shows. I
actually like
I
that
wanna get rid of
because,
quality.
yeah, we don't want any quality. There we go. That was the way to
Kevin, we've
spin that.
decided to kill two podcasts, Daily Refinements and Tech and Sports. You are muted, but I figure if we're going to kill a podcast, it should be competition. You're still muted. There you go. Yeah. And I
Marcella
would make
Abel-
love with Dan's podcast, and then I would marry it and divorce it. So
Exactly. You would do you do all three to one podcast. Well played.
Oh yeah, Kevin, this is the part where you read comments from our show. Go.
Marcella Abel, she says, what would we do without Carrie's random humor? Dave, how do you not know this stuff? I
Yeah, how do
actually
you
got
not
torn
know
up.
this
I
stuff?
said something wrong in the podcast, and Dave was right, and I don't like to admit that, but I will
Oh
say
really?
it.
What was
At
it?
least according to the viewers, that the listings don't reset. They reset, but they don't count against your.
Dang, then you
your
are
total.
wasting money on your eBay store, bro. You don't need no
Maybe.
$70
Maybe.
store.
60.
Whatever, 20.
But I mean,
signed
I
up
got
and
at
I signed up
least
for the
$12
one.
worth of packing material for $50 for free. So
Dude, it's a lot. $70 a month is a lot.
That's a monthly. You're not getting $12 in packing
well, did we ever
supplies a
figure out
month.
what the
You're getting $12 a
no,
quarter.
No. What the reduction of fees? We ever figure that out? 'Cause
Dude,
it's
I
been
want
forever,
someone
'cause I was
really
like you. It's
smart. I want
Yeah.
someone really smart to do like a deep dive video.
I feel like
Well,
the
this
profit
and, like, let us
playbook
know.
could do that. Like which one would be the best store level?
And then I want our commenters to summarize. I don't want to watch it, but I want you guys to.
Somebody type this into ChatGPT.
know
What is
that
the
Pete's
best
Dumb,
store
though.
and
They'll
what's
just
the
be wrong.
perks?
They'll
I
just
know
be
that
wrong.
Pete, Craigslist Hunter, at least for years, said he didn't have a store at all.
Well, he does have a store. It's physical.
No. eBay store doesn't have
No,
it.
I
He
know,
says
but
doesn't
he has
do
a
it.
physical store instead.
And I don't think he ever said why, and I'm curious why. It'd be
He doesn't
interesting.
want to spend the money.
I also said that you can put your store on vacation. This did not used to be the case. If you didn't have a store, you couldn't do a vacation. But somebody said in the comments that you can do vacation if you don't have if you don't have
All
anything.
right, so here we go. We want everyone to downgrade from the $60 store to the $20
There you go.
store, and let us know if there's any
Screw
negative
eBay.
impacts. Yeah, stop giving eBay $50 if we don't need to. Someone let us know. Do we need to be giving them all this money? It sounds like we don't. Sounds like we don't.
Well,
OMG, when Carrie said that one thing, I busted out laughing. Okay, that's detailed.
See, guys, this is even more of a
What
problem
thing?
than usual. When we were filming this the night before and then releasing it the next day, I didn't remember what I said in the podcast. Now we're filming this 5 days before it releases. I have no clue what I say in these podcasts.
Maybe they're making a joke on that. That could be what it is.
I did ask people to say I was right, I think, and they did.
I did make one more mistake, and it was a mistake.
Which I appreciate. Thank you for all the support, guys. I just don't remember stuff well.
What was your other mistake, Kevin?
Well, when I mentioned List Easier, I said you had to have shipping business policies, and it made it sound like you had to have business policies that were all flat rate, which you don't. You can have calculated business policies and apply it to your batch. So somebody pointed that out. You don't have to, you just have to have business policy. You don't have to do it as flat rate like I do it. There you go. I was a This was funny. Animal Drummer Punk. Did you see his comment?
No.
I was a janitor solving impossible math equations that college students couldn't solve. You don't think that's funny?
From
Yeah.
that's
Good Will
from
Hunting.
Good Will Hunting. But why? I don't.
I don't really know why it's funny, though. I mean, like, I get the phrase. Were we talking about math equations?
I think so. It's funny when I read it. Stop. Thrifting Treasure. I think he's on Facebook. I
Yeah.
personally prefer calculated shipping.
He is.
I keep the discount and often end up making a bit extra when shipping larger items. Being in California, I'm constantly sending stuff to. I do hear this a lot from people in California. They like calculated shipping out there. Maybe it's because the bulk of the population is out here, but they have such a massive population in their zone that it really makes sense for them to do it. So.
Did Mike Metco leave an extensive comment?
He did.
This week?
He did. I don't know where it is.
What did he
Does that
say?
mean you want me to read it? Is that
Yeah,
what it is?
yeah, because he did an extensive one on Mike's show, and I wanted to know if he did one on our show.
But I found
too.
one from Lost World here. He says, "Can we have a whole segment each episode called just the tip with Carrie?"
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay,
We can do that.
Mike
100%.
Metco. I
Well, we
can't
stole
find
that,
Mike
didn't
Metco.
we? We stole that from someone. Oh, Mike Metco. No, he didn't comment. Kevin, were you
don't see
making
it.
it up?
No,
don't
I
think
saw
he
a big
commented.
long comment. Oh, maybe it was on.
It's on their show. That's what
Their
I'm
show.
saying. I don't like how he's giving them so much attention. Michael J. Metco. We want your long comments. And here's what he said on their podcast. We're going to read their comments.
Let's read other podcast comments and address them.
Let's
I love
go
it.
comment.
Mike
That's all
Metco
we're
said,
doing.
about the podcast, it's yours, Dan. Mike and Joe are just eye candy. Contrary to proper belief, I found the zip code conversation riveting. That's got to be a lie. It was so boring. But I'm easily impressed.
from New
Bringing
York.
it back into reselling, if you have any Mark Sanchez cards, they may go up in value, they may go down. Gee, Dan, you nailed it on that one. Because apparently Mark Sanchez stabbed a dude. That's a thing,
No,
Carrie.
he
got
Did you know that?
stabbed.
He got
Well,
stabbed, but
no.
they're saying he
Dan
provoked,
told me
like
he
he was
started it.
drunk and stuff. Huh?
Yeah. Dan told me that he started it. He's
Yes,
the
that's
reason
what
he
they're
got stabbed.
saying is that he started it. Yes,
I get all my
allegedly.
news from Dan in Demand, who watches Inside Edition, who gets crackers from his mom. There's a lot
Exactly.
going on. Okay.
If you ever want to know about anything that's happened murder wise in the past, he'll just give you an episode of Unsolved Mysteries.
Yo, Mike did
Word
point
for
out.
word.
Mike Mecco did point out a funny part of the podcast that I forgot. Dan, while tugging at his hat, my head is crooked. I don't know why my head is crooked. Dan literally just randomly had like a out of body
Hey,
experience.
we've
where he's
got
like,
a
"Why is
viewer
my head
question
crooked?"
that I want you.
I did
No.
watch the hat segment of Dan's
All right,
the
finish your
first
thing.
5 minutes. It was pretty
Mike
funny.
Metco gets at least 5 minutes per show. About that hat, bro, I'm going to borrow a popular phrase and modify it. You have a hat made for radio. Elephants with the trunk down don't reproduce. A Birds and the Bees PSA sponsored by Death Pile Picker. Joe comes in clutch with the real deal after he looks up the elephant Wikipedia. It's for times like this that I'm glad I keep you around, Joe. Joe, why is Mike measuring himself again? Mike, I needed to see what 6 inches looked like. Hey, yo,
gosh,
TMI.
this
is
You think
spiraling
Mike-
down.
Joe chimed in with some sage advice. Stop playing with it, Mike. It's going to break off. We interrupt this podcast for a moment of silence. Joy the elephant.
No, I can
literally is
confirm
their
that it will
podcast.
not break off, folks.
This is
it will
literally
stay.
how their pod. It's like this
And we
train of
thought
thought.
we didn't
This
talk
is
about
literally-
reselling.
Joy the elephant, the highlight of the G Vegas Zoo, which is Greensboro, has gone to greener pastures. Way to bring down the show, Dan. At least Joe found it funny. Dan, I'm not moody. Wah, I'm not moody. Wah, wah, wah. And finally, let's hear it for the Leftovers' newest
a minute.
member, Gabe. space.
My
Horn.
gosh.
Okay?
Mr.
Dan said that
Horn.
like 50 times. Oh, and yes, Dan, he is real, just like Santa Claus. Thanks, guys. See you next week.
Is he
Mike, I
real?
want comments like that on our show. Yeah, Santa Claus is
All right,
real. Yes.
can I do this now?
Yeah, I had fun
Rip
reading
Dog,
this.
Sure.
Rip Dog 1693. He says, new to the channel.
No, sorry.
Ooh,
do
you're
all-
a bit late. It's gone downhill.
Do all three of you
in at the end.
do the picking and selling full time? So I want to hear your answers to the question. New to the channel, do all three of you do picking and selling full time?
I do pick full time. Tina says it's a disgusting habit.
Yes. Any orifice that may be picked shall be picked. He's got that on a shirt.
Maybe I'm not going to
No,
stop
I don't
being
know.
Flipper.
No, I do content full time.
Here's the thing. Yeah, if you're talking to us three, we all have 2 full-time,
You would
3
say
full-time
you do-
jobs, or several part-time jobs,
you
however
go.
you want to look at
There
it.
you go.
I
That's what it is.
pick primarily sports cards, but I'd say
And
most of
pockets,
my
he's a pocket picker.
yeah, most of my income, most months is coming from content at this point for me personally. But I'm trying to fix that. I'd like it to be even.
I got coffee grounds. See, I think Dave has boxed himself in. See, if you just live on, a smaller amount of money and you grow your income, then you have choices. See, instead of growing your income and then you don't have choices because you're used to those trips to Universal.
No, but he's making choice. What are you talking about? His choice is to enjoy his life.
Well, like I could make a living doing reselling at this point and just stop everything because I don't have a very big cost of living. So
But aren't we all doing content because we, to some degree, enjoy doing it? I know I do.
Yeah.
Well,
oh yeah.
I think
If we
there's,
didn't
like,
love it, then that'd be one thing.
there's a part of the perspective that's wrong there, Kevin, because you can always downsize. You can always move to a smaller house or a different area.
Yeah,
or
you were supposed to
not
do that, but
renew
you
your
didn't.
Universal tickets
You got even
or
more palatial
all
estate
that
now
stuff.
than you used to.
No, it's
No, he has a
actually
smaller
it's
house.
1,000 square feet smaller.
It
So
looks nicer.
it's a little bougier, but it's much smaller. But no, it's I think Carrie's.
That's a
kinda got
description,
and I
believe it
think
or
about
not,
this a
word
lot.
for word, I've used before.
I think Carrie's in a sense right. Like I do want to just enjoy my life while I'm young and healthy. In a sense, like I do. I don't know. I totally get.
Dude,
the
that's
wisdom
really-
of, like, just
honestly,
saving all
since
your
I moved
money
out
to
here, that's
retire,
really-
but then-
That's what we've done. We went to 3 different theme parks last week, and one of them we didn't get stabbed at, SeaWorld.
yeah.
Well, I was
Which was
watching
weird.
because One Foot Flipper here likes to hear me talk about Gary Vee. I was watching; they were doing like an interview with him and some other kid, and then they'd ask a question. It's like, "Do you have to work 14 hours a day to make it?" And the kid's like, "Yeah," and Gary's like, "No, it's like to make it." He's like, well, our idea of what making it is. What are you trying to shape in your life? Do you want to have $100 million? Then maybe you do need to work that hard. But there's quite a bit of value in having just a nice, content life that you're enjoying.
Yeah.
Without
Every
having
day, if every day is great, then you've already won.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way I look at it. So that's what
Amen.
I want to try to keep that balance, so that just every day is an enjoyable day.
I think
And
that's
if I
it for
can make that
resellers
happen.
too. I know so
Yeah.
many resellers that used to make more money, and now they're like, I just stay home every day. I make enough. That's
Yeah.
great. Sorry for the tape in there. Jess is going nuts. Can you hear the tape?
Oh, I thought that was Carrie breathing.
No, it's
I
tape.
thought it was like Carrie was having like, some nose breathing thing going on. I'm like, what is happening? He sounds like the guy from Men in Black who wears the human skin. Water.
He's
Salt
got to mute it
water.
because he's about to yell.
Yeah. Oh, let me thank the Patreons who support us at the $25 level, Carrie.
Oh, yeah.
Vincent Street Market, Picks by Tyler, I Love Vintage NYC, Gem Flipper, Buffin' the Stuff, Alexandria Picker, Lady Arbitrage, Brian Semport Beal, Mike Camparelli, Vintage Sports Flips, PaulsMerch.com, Raise Heck Resell, Logan Murky. You guys are totally the goats. You are amazing people.
GOAT goats, greatest of all time.
I don't know why you're so awesome. I don't know why
Yeah,
you're
I don't
still
either.
with us, but
I
I,
don't know.
really do
I don't get
appreciate
it.
it. It's like
I
Kevin.
don't
Why
get
does he
it.
show up every week?
It's like 2 men and a baby in here, and you got to tell us which one the baby is.
Hey, Jimmy has a point here. Jimmy, are you done reading those?
Yes.
Jimmy says
He didn't
"I'm pretty
thank you guys,
sure-"
by the way. He just
See, and Jimmy's
blazed
see
past
that I think this is true with a lot of people who've been reselling a long time. They don't know the answers to questions that they decided a long time ago. Jimmy says, I'm pretty sure you can't run a discount sale on eBay without a store. So that may be.
I thought
a
that was
reason.
true. I thought that was true because I tried to run one the other day and I couldn't find it, and that's one of the reasons I finally spent 20.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you guys just? I mean, I think for years we ran like with just like the basic store. Do you really need much more than that unless you're doing massive amounts of sales? That's the
That's
question.
why I said.
I think a basic store makes sense
What,
for
the
most
$5
people
one?
doing this. No, I mean like the
20.
what is?
the
I
20
forgot.
that
There's
I
like the
saw,
super
$5.
basic. There's the super basic. I mean like the general $27-$8 store.
Yeah, I
You
signed
don't
up for
get
that
the
one.
coupon at $5. Rev Resale. Y'all remember Rev Resale? Or was that
Yeah,
before your
dude.
time?
Shout out Rev. No, I remember Rev well. And then he did Revstorations, where he did
use
cars.
List Easier, code Conwell, link in my video, and have my business policy set up to do calculated shipping. So he pointed out that I was wrong as well. There you go.
Yeah, you are wrong, and it's okay.
you
We
go.
still moderately like you.
Man, there's a lot of comments on this one.
It honestly brings me joy when Kevin's wrong. So
He's been wrong a lot. Remember, people were getting on Kevin because Carrie was right about something eBay related the
Yeah.
other day.
We were both
It's like
wrong
just
on
it's
that.
we're both different. Me and
Yeah.
Kevin. Kevin is the one that's confidently wrong, and I'm usually not confident about anything, but occasionally I'm right.
Here's
a
one more
different-
thing I want to talk about. We're running out of time. I want to talk about this. Kat
All right.
commented on my video, and she said, Dave, not Kat the nurse flipper.
Mm-hmm.
She said, Dave, you have to try this. Turn off international shipping, and your sales will increase massively. Honestly, I
PPP
learned this
thing.
on another YouTube channel.
John Flippin' and
and
Easy's
it
channel.
freaking worked. You have nothing to lose. Okay, so is it a thing?
Well, here's the deal, and I could be wrong because I've heard him say this too, and then people are like, "Oh, this is dumb" and whatever, and then some people are like, "No, I'm going to try it," and whatever. Here's what I think is the case, and I don't know that this is true.